And then I told a story last week, and I pre-recorded it, but I could tell the other story again. So today we're doing Aidan Has a Sleepover. So this one I came up with a couple days ago, so I hope you like it. And then I'll tell the other story that I told a couple weeks ago, okay? Alright. Aidan has a sleepover. Aidan's friend Carson came over to spend the night. Hey Carson, what do you want to do today? You want to play? Asked Aidan. Carson says, let's pretend we're on the moon. Aidan got his baseball helmet, his football helmet, and his walkie-talkies from the closet. He turned on his Galaxy nightlight and shut off the lights. Carson and Aidan talked through their walkie-talkies. Mission Control, we are ready for weightlessness. Aidan and Carson started jumping on the bed. Carson, watch out for the moon lava, Aidan said. They started jumping from the bed to the pillows on the floor. Watch out for the moon lizard, yelled Carson. They both yelled, ah! Quick, get to safety, yelled Aidan. The boys are jumping all over the room without touching the floor. Dad opened the door and started throwing paper balls. Psh, 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 psh. Ah, meteor shower, they both shouted. Quick, take cover, shouted Carson. They ducked under Aidan's desk. Good thing we found this cave. Woo! Said Aidan. Look out! The moon lizard found us! Quick, get your phasers! Pew, pew, pew! He's not dead yet, yelled Aidan. Pew, 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 pew! We got him! They both shouted. Quick, back to the ship, Carson shouted. They jumped all over the room without touching the moon lava and made it back to the bed. We made it, they both shouted. They fell on the bed giggling. Mom opened the door. Boys, it's time to go to sleep. Aidan and Carson got into their pajamas, brushed their teeth, and laid down. See you in the morning, Carson said to Aidan. See you in the morning, Aidan said to Carson. They laid there staring at the galaxy on the ceiling, talking and giggling as they fell asleep. Good night, Aidan, and good night, Carson. Sweet dreams. Oh, hey everyone. I was reading it. Do you want me to read it again? It's gonna be up there in a minute anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and tell the other story that I had from a couple weeks ago. And this one is Aidan and Maggie go for a walk. Okay, here we go. All the way back. Okay, so Aidan and Maggie go for a walk. Aidan is a responsible little boy. He cleans his room every day. He cleans his room, he makes his bed, and he walks his dog, Maggie. Aidan and Maggie hurry downstairs to eat their breakfast. Aidan made sure to feed Maggie first. Then he sat down to eat his cereal. After they were done, Aidan rinsed his bowl and put it in the sink. He grabs his backpack and puts in bananas, apples, berries, and water. I'm taking Maggie for a walk, Mom. Okay, Aidan, put on a sweater and be home before dark, said Mom. Okay, Mom. Aidan puts on his sweater and he leashes up Maggie. They went to a field where they loved to run and play. Aidan lets Maggie loose to run and sniff all kinds of things. Maggie barks, ruff, ruff. Aidan hurries over. There's an anthill. Look, girl, look how they're carrying all the grain and leaves back to their hole. Let's see what happens when we give them some bananas. Aidan breaks off some bananas and sets it in front of the ants, and the ants crawl all over it, and they broke it apart piece by piece and took it back to the hole. Wow, says Aidan. Did you see that, Maggie? Did you see how fast they broke it up? Ruff, ruff, barked Maggie. Aidan and Maggie continue on their walk, and they ended up in town. They were walking down the sidewalk when Mr. Remy, the baker, called out from his shop. Aidan and Maggie, come in, come in. Aidan and Maggie walk into the bakery. How are you today, Mr. Remy? Asked Aidan. I'm good, Aidan. What are you two up to today, Remy? Asked Mr. Remy. We're out for a walk. We found an anthill and fed them some banana, said Aidan. That sounds fun. How would you like a cupcake? And Maggie, a white chocolate-covered biscuit. Mr. Remy offered. Yummy, said Aidan, and Maggie barked as if to say yes. Oof, oof. Aidan and Maggie sat on the sidewalk with their treats. A small family of tiny birds hopped by. Chip, 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 chip. Aidan reached into his backpack and pulled out his berries. Aidan grabbed a small handful of berries and put them down in front of the birds. Look, Maggie, Aidan says, the birds love the blueberries. Chip, 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 chip. As if to say thank you from the birds. Aidan looked up and went back to her biscuit. One of the little birds hopped towards Maggie and her biscuit. Maggie gave a growl and then gave a small bark and scared the bird away. Aidan and Maggie finished their treats, thanked Mr. Remy, and made their way down the sidewalk. As they were walking, Maggie spotted a ball in the ditch. Maggie picked it up and started jumping around with it in her mouth. Do you want to play fetch, girl? Do you? Do you want to go play fetch? Aidan said excitedly. Maggie got more excited. Let's go! Aidan and Maggie got to the park. Maggie is so happy to be there. Aidan took her to a secluded spot so he could let her off the leash to play. Aidan gets the ball from Maggie's mouth. Go get it, girl! And he throws it. And Maggie barks so excitedly, and she runs and gets the ball, and she brings it back. Aidan throws it again and again, and Maggie was so happy. She loves playing fetch. Maggie got tired and decided to lay under the tree. Aidan got Maggie's little water bowl and poured her some water, and they shared some apples and berries, and they rested for a bit. Aidan and Maggie were walking around the park when they came upon a grassy hill. Let's run down, Maggie. Aidan and Maggie started running down the hill when they lost their balance. Whoa, 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 whoa! Aidan exclaimed. They tumbled all the way down and landed in a duck pond. Yuck! That was so fun. Maggie started chasing the ducks in the water. Woof, 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 woof. She was playing around, having fun. Aidan was laughing. He was chasing her around the pond, trying to get a hold of her leash. Gotcha! Aidan got a hold of Maggie's leash. Let's go, girl. It's time to go home. Aidan and Maggie were on their way home when they ran into Miss Jane. She had a horse and carriage. Hi, Aidan. Hi, Maggie. You're all wet, said Miss Jane. We rolled down the big hill in the park and landed in the duck pond, said Aidan. Where are you going? Asked Miss Jane. Home, says Aidan. Well, hop in. I'll give you a ride, said Miss Jane. Thanks, said Aidan happily. They climbed into the carriage and they listened to the sound of the horse as they walked. Clap, 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 clap. You both look like you had a big day. Did you have fun? Asked Miss Jane. Yes, we did, Aidan said while yawning. Here we are, said Miss Jane. Thank you, says Aidan. Maggie barked as if to say thank you. Aidan reached into his backpack and gave the horse the last of his apples. The horse neighed. I think that's how a horse neighs. Bye, Miss Jane. Aidan and Maggie walk into the house. Mom, we're home. Mom walks into the kitchen. You're all wet. Both of you get into the tub, exclaimed Mom. Aidan and Maggie go to their room, tired and exhausted. They take their bath and dress for bed. Mom opens the bedroom door to offer Aidan dinner, but he and Maggie were already asleep. They had a big day. Good night, Aidan. Good night, Maggie. The end. Okay, so those are the 2 stories. I hope you enjoyed them, and I'm so happy that I got to do them live. Like, share, subscribe, leave messages. Happy to hear your feedback. And if you want to leave me an email, I'm at lulusellers@msn.com. I hope my stories are good for your kids, and I hope you kids like my stories. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Bye.